What's up, YouTube? ODST General back again with some 911 Operator. This game is a early access, I guess you could call it. It just came out of Kickstarter. It was asking for about $7,000, and I think it got somewhere around the area of like $25,000. Basically, this is kind of an emergency management game, but it's not like 911 First Responders slash EM4. This one, you're taking the role of the dispatcher. You do control the police, EMS, and stuff, but it's more of a kind of above view type thing. You guys will see once we get in here. As you can see, though, you do have different officers and firefighters and stuff with different capabilities. As far as I can tell, there's not a huge difference that these guys make as of right now, although I could be mistaken. So I gotta try and remember here how to do this. So we need a new team. We do have, you know, officers and stuff that we have available. So we're gonna go ahead and get out another patrol unit. We've got 2 motorcycles, so we're just gonna go ahead and put another police car down and get some staff for it. So I don't know if we can only have like one person, I guess. I have any equipment for them. So the cool thing about this is that it will actually pull the different police station names and stuff like that if they're available. So like right here you have one that's coordinates, but then you've got the 1st District Police Station. We're playing Milwaukee, by the way. You got Sacred Heart, Johnson Hospital, DePaul, different fire stations and stuff. But let's go ahead and get into it. So before you start duty, you have the capability of redeploying your units as you need them. So as you can see, we do have units down here and up here. I'm not actually sure what the difference is between the fire trucks. I guess you have your engine and ladder truck. Yeah, fire station here. Police station. And it's cool because it actually does seem to at least somewhat detect where you're at. We're going to go ahead, though, and move this guy up over just a little bit farther north, like up here. I've been playing on the map for my own town, and the units are not this well distributed, but I think it just like randomly assigned units, like you go here, you go here. Okay, so let's go ahead. I think we're pretty well distributed. Actually, you know what? Let's move you up there and move you here. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. So once again, we are playing in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It starts off pretty slow, but gets really hectic.
Emergency?
Yeah, I need some help.
What's the problem, little guy?
Where's my mask?
With your math?
I have to do it. Will you help me?
Alright.
Well, where do you live?
Let's try to find out where he lives.
No, with my mask.
Yeah, I know. You want help with your math, but where do you live?
No, I want you to talk to me on the phone.
Is your mom or dad nearby?
Yeah, but he's busy.
Okay, so you can hear the baby crying in the background now.
Can you ask your mom to come on the phone?
Mom! Come on the phone! Mom!
Trying to be nice because it is a child.
What are you doing? The policeman is helping me with math.
I don't know what happens if you locate it. It's kind of an interesting idea.
But I need help, so I need to call something.
Yeah, but I didn't need the police. Hello? I'm sorry.
No problem, ma'am. Is everything all right there?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll tell him to stay on the phone.
It's all right, ma'am. Just make sure he's not afraid to make a 911 call in the future, okay?
Of course. Thank you. Goodbye.
Okay, so let's find out what's going on here. So we've got need for medical assistance. Person has reported a broken bone falling. What's going on at this call? Drunk driver caused car accident. Let's go ahead and send our motorbike, and we can have this guy
on my
right
way
here.
there.
Oh gosh, that's quite the response path. Suspects have entered a house probably with hostile intentions. So let's go ahead.
I copy. Going there.
Reporting.
Actually, let's send a
Roger
second
that.
patrol unit just in case.
Requesting support. Requesting support.
Yeah, so we're requesting support.
We're ready. Roger
Got
that.
another call
911,
coming
what's
in.
your emergency?
Hello? There's been a car crash.
Where did the collision happen?
Around.
When did it happen?
5 minutes ago.
Are any of the vehicles blocking traffic?
Yeah, both were completely destroyed.
Are there any injuries?
No, no one hurt.
Do you know who caused the accident?
It was my fault.
All right, sir. Please wait for the emergency services to arrive.
Okay, thank you.
707, please locate me to the unit mobile 79.
Under fire, send backup. So backup's already there.
For the location on the 779 date.
Looks like the
Injured on board.
yeah. So they've got injured, so they're gonna transport them to the hospital here, I guess.
We're ready. Roger that. We're ready.
What's
Roger
this call?
that.
Suspects have entered a house probably with hostile intentions. So that's the same kind of call.
Requesting air the situation on 770 go and going down to straight pace.
We're ready. I copy. Going there.
Reporting.
Roger that.
That part of my neighborhood is far too loud. Drugs are probably are being used likely.
We're ready. On my
We
way
got
there.
fire reported.
Okay, jump some company on the
See, as you can see, it gets really hectic.
central. Couple individuals that can
Oh, I don't have any units
We're
close
ready.
set.
We can
You
go
get-
there now.
requesting air the situation on
We're. I copy. Going there.
Alright, more police units down this way.
We're ready. On my way
He's
there.
gonna have to try and get down there. That's all I can do. Saw a car collision.
We're.
Reporting.
I copy. Roger that.
911, what's your emergency?
Hey, there was a robbery?
How long ago did this happen?
A moment ago.
Where did this happen?
Around,
I don't know where that is.
Are your attackers still in the area?
they ran away down the road.
Do you know what direction they went?
I think north.
Do you have any injuries?
Yes, I was hit badly. My head. I'm bleeding.
Okay, I want you to just stay there and wait until the ambulance arrives.
Sure.
Did they have any weapons?
No, I think not.
All right, sir, we'll take care of it. Just wait for emergency services to arrive.
Yeah, I will.
Oh, he wasn't even on scene. He was just hanging out nearby. No wonder that call was not disappearing. Starting to wonder about that. I was like, what's going on here? I bet this is the same thing. Oh, no, that one was actually okay. They were good. What about you guys?
"911, what's your emergency?" If you can't talk, please press any digit on your phone.
See if
okay?
we can get a response. So it seems like the calls are kind of repetitive.
All right. Please press the button once if you're in a hostage situation and can't talk. Do they have any weapons? Press once for yes, twice for no. Is this a terrorist attack? Press once for yes, twice for no.
Hmm. It's kind of an interesting one. I've never actually had this before, so I'm wanting to see how this plays out. Alright, you're gonna have to get all the way up there. Oh shoot, I didn't even see that fire. Try to keep him on the phone here, see if we can get a location, get an officer out there. I'm not really sure what we're expecting to go into. This could be a prank call, could be pretty serious, so let's go ahead and get an officer out here. I don't know what happens if you hit send all.
Sir, that's not possible.
Oh, I canceled it.
7 going down
I screwed up there, that's for sure.
Central Westway. So, gotta get, visit and check out all the stuff that's got, so, request now, 787. Victoria, we got a visual.
We're ready.
Go ahead.
We need more. Reporting.
Roger that.
Run to the bridge on that 788.
I'll wait for the location.
Case resolved.
I'll wait for the location on the 778. Yeah, that's over.
We're ready. Roger that. Roger that.
So the pathfinding's a little bit
On my way
wonky
there.
too, because as you can see, there's a lot of situations like where he could just cut across right there, and he didn't.
911, what's
Instead
your
he went
emergency?
like down and around.
Hello? There's been a car crash.
When did it happen?
5 minutes ago.
Are there any injuries?
Yes, one person's injured.
Where did the collision happen?
Around. Are you there?
Are any of the vehicles blocking traffic?
Yeah, both of them are completely destroyed.
Do you know who caused the accident?
It was my fault.
Can you tell what kind of injuries they have?
I think one of the passengers might have broken his leg.
Okay, just make sure they don't move until the ambulance
Okay,
arrives.
so what's going on here? What we got? We got a
All right,
police
sir.
call.
Please wait for the emergency services to arrive.
Most of our police are still
Okay,
tied
thank
up. I
you.
need to get this guy into the center of town here so he can start responding to more stuff. Let's see here.
We're down here.
We're ready. On my way there. We're ready. We're ready. On my way there. On my way there. We're ready. On my way there.
Reporting.
On my. I call.
See,
Roger
like that right
On my
there.
way there.
He
Got
turns
danger.
off the
Going to
road.
hospital.
We're ready. On my way there. We're ready. Roger that.
911, what's your emergency?
Hello? There's an unconscious man here on the pavement.
Alright, I gotta find out where here is.
Where are you calling from?
Around.
I think all my EMS are tied up.
Is he breathing?
Yeah, I think he's breathing.
Does he have any visible injuries?
A black eye. And there's some blood on his face.
Okay, so
Hello?
I'm
just
sending an
leave him where he
ambulance.
is. That's cold.
Okay, thanks.
So we need to
We're
get
ready.
a medical unit over
On my...
here.
I copy. Going there.
Requesting air.
We're ready.
How long do you
We're
have
ready.
left?
Case resolved. Cannot do that.
So am I waiting on police transport? Is that the case?
We're ready. Roger that.
We're under fire. Need backup. Need backup.
I'm grabbing over and just getting out to the base.
We're on my way there. Roger that.
Sorry, I got a situation on 70.
We're ready.
Run to the bridge on 788.
So are they still under fire? Oh gosh.
We're ready. Roger that.
I'll wait for the location on the 77.
We're ready. I copy. Going
Let's get
there.
you down to this one.
We're on my way there.
Victoria, we got a visual. I'll send 3 Houston to that. Concerned notification.
Yeah, so see, you can see how hectic this gets. I mean, this is pretty interesting. It does seem like it has the potential to get really
Roger that.
repetitive, though.
We're ready. On my way there.
911, what's your emergency?
Hello? There's an unconscious man here on the pavement.
Where are you calling from?
Around...
Is he breathing?
Yes. His breath smells so bad.
Does he have any visible injuries?
A black eye. And there's some blood on his face.
I'm gonna send a police officer to check up on him as well, okay? Wait there until he arrives.
Okay. I'm waiting.
Saw a car collision, did you? So you can see just how much of a pain it is when you don't have enough units to respond to everything. So you kind of make those calls here. Oh, so it looks like the day is over here. So mathematics you ignored +2. So I didn't even realize this, but it looks like you get plus or minus based on the calls that you did or didn't resolve. So ignored +2. Because, you know, obviously that's not a real emergency. Going down to broken bones. Got that one resolved, so we get +2. Home invasion, no reaction, 0, because we don't really know what happened. So that's kind of interesting. You know, you get to look at all your calls, see what happened. If it didn't get so hectic, I think the game might be a little bit more interesting if you had more time to look at each call and kind of see what was happening. I would say that's probably my biggest gripe with this game, is that you really only have time to kind of look at the basics because you're so busy managing units. And I get that's actually kind of realistic for big city dispatchers, but it does take away from the game some, because it looks like they've got all these other cool mechanics, like where you get to set, you know, officers up with equipment or firefighters up with equipment and stuff that they get to take out, and they have different stats and stuff. But that's kind of taken away from. So let's see here. Let's look at our minuses. Rape. There was no reaction to a rape. So that was -5. That one's pretty bad. Loud party. I sent somebody to a loud party. It got resolved. That's -1 point because it's basically a waste of police resources. Empty call. Ignored. -4. So I accidentally ignored that one. Obviously, that was the one I did want to respond to. That's the one with like the non-stop tones. So I'm pretty disappointed by that. I really did want to actually respond to that, see what was going on. Cat on a tree, we got bitings, resolved. Drinking in public, -1. So let's see here. And I'm not sure either if, yeah, 3 guys were drinking in public and each were getting $200 tickets. I'm not sure if the case is, like, depending on how well it's resolved, you know, whether or not that is what gets you -1. Like, if it's this one, for instance, where I got -1 even though it was resolved and these guys were drinking in public. If it had gone better, you know, would these officers have, you know, or would I have gotten a higher rate from it instead of a negative. Kind of gotten a positive. Suicide attempt -5, no action. So yeah, no action was made in time. And building on fire. So I mean, as you can see, it gets really, really hectic, and part of it's going to be the issue that you run into is that you won't have enough people. Just when it comes down to it. We failed 7. I'm not sure what this duties is. 11 people were billed. 1 person ended up in prison. 3 people hospitalized. Thankfully, nobody died at the end of the day, and 15 people were healed or assisted. So we made $5,988 off that shift. So we've now got $4,988. I guess there's some sort of daily cost. I think it was. It's actually based off salaries and stuff. You can buy more vehicles and stuff, but they get really very expensive for vehicles. So, I mean, when you're not making much in a shift, it kind of sucks. But you can see, you can get all sort of firefighting vehicles. Like, you can get a fireman's pickup or helicopter. There's medical cars, different kinds of medical transports. Police helicopters. So, and that I think that's going to be the biggest thing, is that going forward with these people making this game, is that in order to actually really make this better, they're going to have to slow down the number of calls that you get going into these situations, because it makes things a little bit too difficult to keep track of. Let's go ahead and see what we've got for staffing here. So let's look at equipment here. We can buy pistols. We need some pistols for all of our units. Alright, these guys don't want to take the pistol. There we go. Alright, so those guys all have pistols. What other equipment can we get? First aid kit, rifles. And from my understanding, there's actually supposed to be more later on, like undercover cop cars and stuff you'll be able to get. So those aren't in yet. Infrastructure. I'm presuming that later on you'll also be able to buy like ambulances, or not ambulances, but like hospitals and stuff like that, that you'll actually be able to buy additional ones, potentially. I hit back again. I don't think we're going to do a second day. We're actually at probably about 20 minutes now, give or take. So we're going to go ahead and end it here. But as you can see, you know, we've got our additional units. Next time we probably won't be playing at Milwaukee either. I'm sure we'll play somewhere else like Chicago or New York. The default for this mod, or not this mod, but this game is actually New York that you start off with. The game should auto-detect the city you're in, provided it's big enough. I'm not even sure how big the city you have to be in is. I know that when it auto-detected my city, it actually was south of where I am a little ways. So it might just detect the nearest big city, or it could just be based off of your zip code or something. But yeah, I mean, these are definitely accurate maps. I'm not sure if these are just pulled from Google or how that's set up to work, but it's pretty cool that it does actually pull like that, and then it's capable of kind of converting it into the game's, you know, unique look. It's a fun game to be sure. It's got potential, but it's also got its flaws and stuff too. So that's going to be stuff they're going to need to work on. You know, just it's something that, you know, if it's not resolved, this game's going to get repetitive, and a lot of people are going to lose interest in it if they don't slow it down some. That's actually the biggest issue I have with it. At any rate, guys, take it easy. I hope you enjoyed 911 Operator. Let me know if you guys want to see more. I suspect that you probably will. I'm sure we'll be playing this from time to time, checking out different cities, or maybe we can just continue on with Milwaukee. Whatever you guys want to do, we'll go from there. Alright guys, take it easy, I'll see you for the next video.